In this module, we will look at testing, verification, and troubleshooting. The module objectives are to troubleshoot within Windows, troubleshoot with ping commands, and troubleshoot within the network. Some basic techniques for troubleshooting the network follow, such as changing the static IP address. If your network is using DHCP, it will be more difficult to identify the source of the problem as the IP addresses of your devices will change. If you go into the TCP IP properties and change from DHCP and manually choose an IP address. If the problem you are troubleshooting involves collecting traces, it is highly recommended to temporarily switch to a static IP for your devices. A ping command is a process of determining whether your computer can communicate with another device. They also give information on the connection latency of communication. To open the command prompt, press Windows and the R button at the same time to bring up the run prompt. Type in CMD and press enter. This is a shortcut name to execute the command prompt. You should see a screen that's black with white text. From there, type in ping and your IP address. The example here shows a successful response from the ping command. In this case, I used ping 192.168.1.224. Some things to consider with ping commands. If you receive an error, there's a problem within the configuration of your network. This could be caused by a bad cable, power outage, etc. If your response time is more than 100 milliseconds, this is an indication that your network may be congested due to high traffic in data, video, or voice. There are some basic ping commands for troubleshooting. One of them is checking your network card. Typing in ping 127.0.0.1 checks the loopback address. The loopback address checks if the physical network card is functioning. If you receive no response, then there is a hardware problem. You can also check your default gateway. In this example, we have a Class C subnet, so we can ping 192.168.1.1. If you receive no response, then your default gateway may not be configured. You can also check your DNS server. Typing in nslookup google.com will check if your DNS is working. If it does work, you should see what DNS server you are currently using. The two most common DNS servers are 4.2.2.2 and 8.8.8.8. If you receive an error, then you should manually configure your DNS to either 4.2.2.2 or 8.8.8.8. Refer back to the TCP IP configuration model in order to access the properties page for changing the DNS. Checking physical components is also a good idea. Check to see if all cables are plugged in. Make sure they're all powered on. And if so, do you see any lights? Do you hear any whirling sounds? Check or replace cables to ensure they are working. Cables can go bad for a number of reasons, causing problems. You may also want to soft reset your device. Soft resetting devices such as routers and modems will clear the cache and help in certain congestion problems. Certain configuration changes also do not take effect until the device is reset. This is different from a hard reset, where all data is wiped and restored to manufacturer's default settings. This concludes the module, and I hope this has been informative.